Oh, we're in the early stages of our sweater here. We just got the foundation rows done and the first 2 rows done. So we've just got like 110 rows go before we start to decrease. Blah, blah, blah. So hope you're all having a good one. Let me take a moment here to say hello. There we go. Sam, hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday going on Friday. Daioh, thank you for the news weather update. Gloomy, dry day today. Snow started to melt. There's freezing rain coming up shortly. Hooray. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Goshi, hope you're doing well. All right. Let's keep going here. We got a lot to do here. I've got, what, 3 hours? 3 hours before I have to leave for music practice. So let's see how far we can get here. I would like to get at least, well, let me just not say anything. Is that really? All right, it is. Okay. All right. I did, well, got a lot done today at work, which is good. Good chunk of meetings. I ordered a neat book on sumo. I found a book from Tuttle that was actually what I was kind of looking for, which was like, it's a combined English-Japanese language thing. So we'll see how thorough it is when it gets here. Kind of curious to see how much it explains and what it covers and whatnot. I've definitely picked up a lot about sumo watching Midnight Sumo's channel, just watching the tournament. But let's see. Okay, that goes in bad. In any case, we're on our final chunk of the sweater, which is hard to believe. We're finally there. This is going to take about a month to get through, maybe less if I end up working a bit extra on it. Off stream. But I think based on general progress, we should expect it to take about a month. Which means if I want to be done by mid-December, I'm going to have to learn how to block and sew everything together pretty quickly. Also, I have to do the collar. I don't think the collar will take too long, but it's just yet another step that has to be done. So I'm pretty confident we'll be done by the time I'm planning to go see my family. In mostly positive news, the government shutdown is over. At least for now, to the end of January for most things. So, hey chicken, oh boy. You guys have killed me. Wow, rings. All right. Are we ready? We got, that's a pretty big streak. Bah, soot. Bah, pancakes. Hey, Lumi, how are you doing? how's the new gacha game? Yet another gacha game. Okay, we got to celebrate this this watch streak. So, let me finish this section here. You're obsessed. I think I didn't realize there were drops enabled or something, because I went back to some tabs and I'm like, why do I have like 9 notifications? And it was because of that game. Like, apparently now I have all these things I could unlock in that game. Like, huh. Yeah, thank you. I think, well, you also had rated someone that was like watching it, so I got the extended mix. Okay, hold on. We have a 30 streak to celebrate here. 30 stream watch streak for Chicken to celebrate. Are we ready? Are we ready to celebrate? Let's celebrate the streaking. 30 is a lot. Let's go. All right. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Chicken. I think there were some extras in there, but you know, that's how we roll here. The one final one. Thank you, Chicken. 30 stream last week. These are going to become crazy. Although I realize, like, all it's going to take is one glitch where my like computer just freezes. And then, oh no, I take it back, because you can keep your watch streak by like watching VODs and clips. I was just thinking, like, it would really suck if like I hit stream, you know, watch or stream and like something glitches. But I guess it's also like in a day, so you don't have to hit, if I stream twice in a day, you don't have to hit both, right? It's like per day, I think. Maybe? We should not test this out. But I am kind of curious. I will endeavor my best this weekend to add Gojo to the streaking mix. Is it per stream? So like if I accidentally hit stop streaming and then start streaming again, and someone hadn't made it in time, they would lose the streak. You have tested the VOD thing, but you're unsure about more than one stream per day. Yeah, so I wonder, because right, I get this notice that says like 3 viewers are in danger of losing their watch streak or something, and it's like, okay, but it says like you can make clips and VODs to blah blah blah. If you stop and restart within a few minutes. No, you're right there. You're right there. It does still count as one stream. But let's say I did a morning stream for like 2 hours and then an afternoon evening stream. Would you have to hit both? Again, like I don't want to test this out. I'm just kind of curious. Really, it's about like just making sure that I don't cause the situation where it's like an unfair breaking of someone's streak because I did something stupid. You believe so? Maybe Coronel? No, yeah, I guess we'd have to check that out. You'd have to watch both. Wow, okay. Well, I will endeavor not to do some sort of weird thing like that, at least not without warning. Usually if I'm on early, I'm on until like I just stay on. Like I don't just I've occasionally started at like 10 a.m. on Sunday morning or Saturday mornings and just gone right through for like a 12-hour stream or whatever. That's one reason why streaks were in a limited rollout. Oh, okay. Huh. It would be 2 separate streams, yeah. Yeah. I wonder what the delay is on restarting your stream to have it still count as one stream then. It seems like it's at least within 5 or 10 minutes. Blah. But in any case, yes, I will endeavor to add Streaking Gojo to the mix. Should I be adding anyone else to the streak mix for now? I mean, we can add as many as we want. Wow! Starbug! Whoa. Welcome in, everyone. How is the stream? You were playing Control, right? How is Control going? Hey, if you're not already following Starbucks60, click on that heart icon. Follow the stream, check out the next stream. Usually doing miniature painting. Today playing Control. Starbucks has been playing through Control for a while. Baseballs, how's it going? How y'all doing? We're in the middle of our final part of the sweater. Well, we're not in the middle. We're at the beginning of the final part of the sweater. Hi. How was Control? We're just starting out. We finished the ribbing. We've done our basic foundation rows, and we're kind of like in row 3. And when I say kind of at row 3, we are in the middle of row 3. Out of what will end up being like 200 rows. It's like 112 full rows, and then we start decreasing. So we're in fun, mostly doing side missions. Ah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, after row 112, we start decreasing, so it gets faster, etc. But 112 like full rows. So that's going to take a while. Usually on a good day, I can get 6 rows done. And that's probably over the course of like 2.5 hours. There's so many cables. Like doing all this all the time, it just takes a lot of time. So we usually get about 6 rows done per day on stream. Of course, today we probably won't. Well, we'll see. We may have time for post manga knitting, but I've got music practice today. And I definitely have to be there. I'm only on vocals and I'm playing penny whistle. So, and I don't know what we're doing for one of the numbers, so I have to find out what that is and then make sure I practice it. So I may be doing penny whistle practice over the next tomorrow and Saturday. Well, over the next few, no, it's really just tomorrow and Saturday. I purled and then I'm a little annoyed at how long it took me to figure out that this complicated cable section was really only 2 types of cables. like I kept going back to the chart to refer, and then at some point, and I don't even remember how I figured it out, but at some point I'm like, oh, I'm really only doing 2 types here. And by really only doing 2 types, I'm only ever doing 2 types. The first is if there's a pearl and you're supposed to cable, then you take that pearl and you put it on the cable and you put it in back. And then you knit the 3 stitches that follow. And then you purl that pearl. So that shifts that whole thing to the left. And then the other type is when you have 3 stitches and you're supposed to cable, you take those 3 stitches, all 3 of them, and put them in the front. And then you've got a pearl that you purl. And then you knit the 3 off the cable. So that takes all 3 of these and shifts them to the right. So you're basically always doing either one of those things. Now, occasionally there will be a row where you're switching 3 and 3, but that happens like every 2 rows or so, or every 3 rows. And then you're either doing 3 in front and 3 in back, and then I have to check, but just to remind myself. But the point is, it's like, oh yeah, it's sometimes you're purling 1 or 2 in between, blah, blah, blah. But you could look at the chart for that. Then it's again like, oh, okay, I've got 1 pearl. So we're going to take that pearl and put it in back. Again, like for maybe the first, actually, I want to say I didn't figure that out until I got back from Kilimanjaro. Maybe being up in the mountain air gave me enlightenment and clarity to see the stitches. Spoiler alert, it did not give me enlightenment. Okay, so there we go. It looks a little bit awkward at this point because it's just the beginning stages, so it's still coming out of the ribbing. It'll look fine once we kind of get 24 rows into it. Once we're at row 100, yeah, it'll look totally normal. All right. Tomorrow we're going to have the Marine Corps birthday celebration, which means we'll have cake. And I will say, we always do a champagne toast. The birthday party's at 10. Like, okay, I guess we'll have some champagne at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Usually not how I... Yeah, I know, 250 years old. Yeah. Well, we have I forget what general officer we have coming by, so you know, we're mostly beholden to their schedule. Where am I? Knit purl. Purl 2. Okay, that is right. Yeah. And they say light snacks to be served afterwards, so what that means is my lunch will be totally ruined. Because at that point, I should just drop by Trader Joe's and pick up a tub of the new holiday ice cream. I know, $2.50. Yep. Okay, and then we pearl knit. What are the usual refreshments? I'll take pictures. I'll take pictures. No, it's just usually finger food or whatever. Snacks. Light hors d'oeuvres. Okay, there we go. That's row 3. We're well on our way. And by well on our way, I mean, oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Oof. Okay. Knit, slip, knit. Purl, purl. Knit, knit. I saw a headline that said, so a new Jujutsu Kaisen movie has come out in Japan. And the headline of the article was something like, movie theaters, or someone warns moviegoers that if they get caught videotaping the movie, recording the movie in the theaters, they could be fined up to $65,000. Like, holy crap. I'm guessing that was probably, what would that be? 10 million yen? It's probably a 10 million yen fine, which equates to about 65,000. It's actually not that dramatic of a difference, but that's the order of the fee. Okay, row 4. Knit, knit. Oh, this is the 2-3 row. Okay. It would help if I remembered which one was 2 and which one was 3. You have to stop watching Japanese bakery videos on YouTube. They are fun. They kind of depress you because you want to be out there doing that. You know, you could start a little like a weekend foray, right? Start trying some stuff on the weekend. Start selling some stuff. You know, it's not like you have to go wholesale into doing it. Just start doing stuff on the side. That's usually how it happens, right? Someone starts doing some stuff, it gets popular, and then it's like, oh, then you make the leap. So don't wait. You can't sell food items without a proper kitchen? Or you get fined a lot. Okay. What about if it's fundraising? Is it those videos with the Mori no cheese on a restaurant song? Wait, oh. I don't know. Is it? Hey, coffee. I was thinking, okay, so today, right, I was watching Midnight Sumo, the sumo replay, and I was thinking as I was watching, like, the wrestlers get up and their names and stuff, like, I've been picking up the terminology and stuff as time has gone on, but I was like, you know, it might be kind of fun to, like, write something down on, like, the English to Japanese sumo, for those that might be interested. Well, it turns out Tuttle has a book. Tuttle has a bilingual book that is about sumo. And it looks pretty interesting, so I ordered that, and it should be here this weekend, I think. I want to take a look at that and see if there's anything I would amend to it or something. It actually looked like it was pretty thorough. But we'll see. But again, more from the angle of like learning Japanese. So like if you're someone learning Japanese, helping you kind of like pick up the dialogue and the related kanji and everything. Because I was looking at some of the terminology and it's like, I wonder why it's called that. Where clearly like the kanji have, the meaning has changed or some other thing has happened. So I think that's good. The song is used in many YouTube shorts about Japanese restaurants. Oh, by the way, speaking of, I'm pleased to say that, as far as I can tell, or at least so far, my use of the Benny Hill yesterday did not trigger any sort of copyright trigger. So, hooray. Maybe it's just your YouTube shorts. Probably, right? It's like, ooh, he tends to watch the shorts that you feature this song. So let's give him all the shorts that feature this song. Do 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 do. Do, do, do. Mm-hmm. Whoa. All right. We've got a 25 stream streak. Thank you, Coffee. The finger action. Some of the shorts have 100 million views. Wow. A lot of views. All right, hold on. We've got a streak to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the streak. Let's go. We've got a 25 streak to celebrate here. Cue the music. Let's do it. Thank you, Coffee, for the 25 stream streak. Again, I will be working on getting more streakers added to the queue. You can click the song title and then you get all the shorts with that song. I'm sure that won't cause massive problems. Oh, let's get the music going. Thank you. Thank you for the watch streaks. It's been fun to do something silly with him. All right. Okay, we're more than halfway through the back row here. We're making such speed that by the end of the week, we'll probably be well past row 10. Hold on. Don't get whiplash. Oop, oop, oop. All right. The program you're doing is working so well that you're not believing it. Like, surely there's going to be some sort of bug. Something's going to go wrong. Hey, congratulations. At this beautiful katsudon. Wow. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. We have anonymous follows here, so feel free to lurk if you like, or say howdy, whatever you're comfortable with. Always good to see a fellow feline. Mysterious. What could that mean? There we go. Alright. I will take a look at the katsudon when I am done with this row. I am sure it's lovely. Is it runny? Are the eggs runny? Or are they more cooked? Yes, runny. Oh boy. Wait, I'm on row 4? Uh-oh. Knit. Wait. Did I? Boy, you know, when I go on autopilot, I really go on autopilot. I think I did that right. Okay, knit, and I'm knitting 2. It's a full Stockdale. Wait, no, what happened here? Hold on. Knit. Oh, and then knit 2. See, come on. And we purl 2. Knit 2. A pork slap. Normal in Japanese videos, what? To slap the meat? And then we're gonna knit, slip, knit. Okay. Do 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 do. That was row 4. Look at that. We're just trucking along now. Oh, runny eggs. Oh, he slapped the meat. It's not a very busy restaurant if they're only doing one of these at a time. Interesting that they put the pork cutlet on top of the egg. By the way, for the people that are like going nuts over the fact that I had 2 songs going at once, sorry. all I can tell you is sometimes I have like 3. Oh, you didn't hear the song? Okay, that's probably for the best. I sometimes have like 3 different songs going on at once, or 4, depending. Okay. Oh, or the slapping action? Well, you can see it. You should be able to imagine it in your mind's ear. I see Twitch is doing the really annoying thing of informing me every time I get a gift sub. By email. So now I have to clear the notification on Twitch itself, and I need to delete an email from them. Thanks, Twitch. You know, the really sad part is when you get that notification from a gift sub, and then 30 days later you get the notification of the expiration of that gift sub, and you're like, I never once went to that channel. Okay, knit 2. Purl 1. Hey, pork, how's it going? Always first. What? You did it! Boom! You got your own entrance. Hey, well, thank you. Going like that? Okay. Well, congratulations, Pork. Thank you for redeeming your own personalized entrance music. I take it you've already sent me what you want? I will take care of that this weekend. I'm probably not going to have time before tomorrow, but I'll do it on Saturday morning. It'll take a bit of work. Yeah, I actually haven't even looked at what you had sent, so I will, we'll do that. Do. Couldn't isolate the sound effect you sent. Okay, yeah, no worries. I figured it was in there. We'll test my ability to find a sound sample that I can manipulate. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. This is all too common of a theme. Okay, that is a knit. Knit pearl. I guess I somehow was paying attention. Boy, that's like really scary. Where you're just like, I completely went through that section and I don't remember anything about it. Wow. We've been streaking. We've had several streaks so far today. No sighting of the Chungo. Three more to hit 30, nice. We're gonna have... No, I guess... I was about to say... We'll definitely hit 50 by the end of the year. Presuming that everyone's able to make it. Okay, I'm on 5, so now it's 2 pearls. 2 pearls. And then... Oh, I think, by the way, I think, therefore I am. I was thinking... Again, we're going to be starting some corner-to-corner crochet doing pixel art. I thought a good start would be the Dragon Quest slime. Which, of course, we have done in chainmail form. I think it would still end up, this would end up being big. It would be pretty big, because I don't remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 16. It is 16 across. Yeah, but it's like 18 up. That's fine. So it's not quite square. But it doesn't need to be, but it's about 16 by 16. That's kind of what I want to know. Like how, what does that kind of look like in doing that crochet wise? Oh crap. Did I purl? I did not purl. Why did I stop in the middle of that? What was wrong with me? 5. No. Wait. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something not right here. Okay, I gotta go back on this. Wait, I didn't even, Oh, I did. Oh my gosh. Wait, but that's... Right, okay. No, I'm good. I'm good. We're fine. My goodness. My goodness, indeed. That's a big slime. Okay, well, I'm losing it. I'm officially losing it. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's gone. Five. Okay, no, I have messed something up here. Alright, gotta go back. I think I've lost a stitch somewhere. Oh no, what's going on? All right. Disaster. I don't know what to do with that stitch. Okay. That goes there. Got it. Okay, I'm on 5, right? So knit, okay, let me double check that I didn't drop a stitch. No. Okay, so I'm supposed to knit and then purl. And then purl 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. And then knit. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I don't know what happened. Doodly-doo. Okay. And then we're gonna purl that in back. I don't know what happened there. Well, alright, we got ads starting in a couple minutes. Whoa! The Tadakichi! We're going to be finishing off volume 2 of Azumanga Daioh. Okay, and then it's 2 pearls. So something goofed up there for some reason. And then 3. Okay, we're fine. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Doodly-doo. Oof. Okay, and then we go right into the other cable, which starts with the pearl. Okay, pearl and pearl. Do 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 do. Hey, have a good one, Goshi. Oh, there's the ad break. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-hmm. 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 Oops. Okay, we're on C5, which means we're going to be contracting, which means we're starting with holding in the front. dun. Dun, dun, dun. Whose emotes were those? Filthy? Nice. More DQ fans. Who doesn't love Dairy Queen? You went to the store for mayonnaise, came back with poor man's pudding? Oh no. Filthy blasphemer, I know, right? I mean, you could be playing DQ while at DQ. What could be better? Mayo's poor man's pudding? Ooh. What, so, wait, Daioh, what did you actually come back with? Oh, that's just the first one, no! Hey, Mimi. How's it going? There we go. Those need to go in the back. Absolutely not. You're doing fine? Excellent. I'm doing well, thank you. We're making good progress here on the start of our final sweater piece. We got almost 200 rows to do. That includes the decreases, so we got to get to about a row 112 before the decreases start, though. So we're on row 5. On row 5. There we go. Mayo bologna pita. And another charcuterie that you don't know the name of in English, but French name is scary. Poor man's pudding and Chester's. Interesting. Told a new streamer about me. Left-handed learning knit. Oh, nice. Okay. He might drop in a little while. Well, hopefully soon, because we'll be switching over to reading soon, and I have to leave early for music. But I will help any way I can if it would be useful. I'd like to get finished with the back side of this row before we get to bleach. So we'll see. I think that'll take the next 25 minutes. Assuming I don't botch the B section here again. This weekend you can be at the market. Oh, that's this weekend? Nice. That's awesome. How's the how are the preparations going? You've been making some stuff for some time now here. I hope that goes well. Hope the weather doesn't make it gross. Mm. Hmm. You're terrified you won't have enough? Well, you know, better to sell out, I guess. What kinds of stuff are you planning to sell? I did it again. Pay attention. Shouldn't affect the first day? Okay. Do. A while back, you were making a bunch of those skull shawls. Are you gonna be selling those? Knit. Wait, no. Boy, I just am having the hardest time here. Kokori. It's evolving time. Doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Oh yeah, 3 of them sell. Nice. And 30 ISJ. Oh, 30-ish washcloths. Nice. Well, there you go. Mimi, I hate to ask this, but is Stitch back? Has Stitch returned? No. Soon? You said she was gonna be gone about a week, right? Norway. Yeah, okay. For now. He called to tell you, how could you do this? I've been listening to it for 12 hours. Man, I can't even imagine. It was a gift from a friend, though, wasn't it? Someone else gave it to her. Somebody gave Mimi's daughter a talking Stitch doll from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, you did? Okay, well, self-inflicted. Self-inflicted damage. That's right. All according to plan. Yeah, can you imagine? Mimi posted a video in Discord. It's pretty obnoxious, that's for sure. And she only had it a couple days before she left, right? So can you imagine? Whole week. A whole month. Best advice not to, don't buy it at all to begin with. Send it back by mail. I think her daughter's too attached to it. It might be a sad parting. Oh, we're on B6, which is now 3 knitting. That's why you never get a toy that makes noise unless they're not your kid. Exactly. Pita roll with the strange meats. Don't, that sounds delicious. Enjoy. You discover that I can talk. Your daughter loves watching Lilo and Stitch. Oh, but that monster never shuts up. So if you watch the movie, it will talk to... Oh, wow. That's something there. Make sure the batteries can't be removed. Yeah, I think this one's got a USB battery, like, charger. It's integrated. On the plus side, when that battery finally gives out, that'll be it. It'll be done. All part of the plan. Cruel. Torture in the modern era. You're off for real. Hey, enjoy the meat cannoli. Hopefully the kid doesn't know how to charge stuff up. Probably not a problem. There's no charger in the truck. lasted over a week without needing to be recharged. There you go. Yeah, meat cannoli, man. Well, I don't know, he called it a pita roll. I think a meat cannoli sounds reasonable. Oh man. Whoa. Hey, Corin. How goes? Trying to finish this row before 5:30. I think we can do it. It's a wrong side row, so no cables on the back side here. She's like a 6-year-old. Yeah, she totally knows how to charge it up. I was gonna say, right? She knows how to be dangerous. She knows how to be dangerous. Like any good 25-year-old, 6-year-old. Yep, gotta keep an eye on her. Of course, you know, with the talking Stitch doll, you always know where she is. You'll always know where she is. Although I suppose she could just leave it on the couch watching Lilo and Stitch. And it would be talking to the TV, and she wouldn't have to be there, right? So that could be sneaky. That's right. Can't lose her if she has that doll with her. How far I'm into Z to A? I would say that I'm not too far. I've done the Mega Evolution and a little bit past that. I'm trying to be a little bit not specific. Like I've only played like, I don't know, 7 hours. Shut up, are you talking to us or the doll? The TV, yeah, the babysitter. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then I can probably say like, I've gotten this special promotion and really not much beyond that. The TV knows, oh yeah, absolutely, right? I'm sure that's still, nowadays it's probably the tablet is the babysitter, right? The iPad is the babysitter. Babysitter TV doesn't work there. That's what Alma said, that the tablet is known as babysitter. Oh, you're talking about that a few hours ago? That's funny. Yeah. Very much so. Okay, we're almost there. It didn't work too well for Mom either. She tried it when she tried to leave you with the TV. Danger, danger. All right. Oh, Poketopia. I don't know about this game. I saw the trailer yesterday. I was like, What game? Pokemon Poketopia. It's a game that's coming out. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. In March. It looks like Animal Crossing-esque with Pokemon. Yeah, no, not Miitopia. Poketopia. Kind of like if they made a Pokemon game that's, or Animal Crossing game featuring Pokemon. Switch 2 exclusive. Oh, really? Not Switch 1? I saw the big controversy that it's not, it's gonna be game card. Which apparently was causing lots of, like, uproar from people. Or what do you call it? Key card. Game key card. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I'll be honest, like, I like the idea of Animal Crossing, but when I look at, like, the time commitment and everything like that, like, I can't. So I look at a game like Poketopia like, hey, well, if I had no life and was able to just burn hundreds of hours on a game, I guess I'd be okay with that, but I'm not at that point in my life where I can just do that. Or honestly, like, want to do that. Like, I get the draw. It would be nice if I could, but when I'm presented with the choice of I can burn hundreds of hours on a game, or I could do something where I'm making something and I have that forever or whatever, that's a really, really hard trade decision to make. Like, I realize, like, well, anyway, personal choices for everyone, right? Okay. That is row 6. And it's really hard to tell in this initial phase about like if everything is correct, because it's still, the patterns are still forming. So like I look at this and I'm like, oh no, that's not right, but that is fine for that row. That's fine. That's the honeycomb. That's the honeycomb. That's that thing, and that's that thing. There we go. Stardew Valley, there's no beginning and end. Or there is a beginning and end, doesn't revolve around real time. Yeah. And certainly it's not a game where it's like every day got to do something. If you don't play it. It doesn't have to become a chore. Yeah. Yeah, you can miss out on it for a few days. You can take off a week, and it's not like you don't come back to weeds everywhere. And it's like, oh my gosh, why do you turn a video game into a chore so easily? Oh, all right. Oh boy, it's almost time for PAX. Dun, dun, dun. I will be at PAX next week. If you miss Halloween, yeah, that's right. Yep. Well, see you next year. Now, having said all that, if there were like other people, friends playing it, and it was something we could do together and that sort of thing, that's something else. Like when I initially started playing Diablo 3, I played that with a bunch of friends. It'd be like an evening thing every once in a while or whatever. And it's a lot of fun when you can just hang out. You know, you put on some TV show or some DVD series or whatever and watch that while you're grinding through the levels or whatever and chatting with everyone. You know, that's one thing. But if it's like, I'm just playing this, well, okay. All right. Let's go. We made it to row 7. We made it to row 7. Japanese Bleach again. Now. The chef sends greetings from Japan. He's in Japan? Wow. Well, greetings to the chef. What's he doing in Japan? That's awesome. Animal Crossing was your relaxing time in 2020. Right. Yeah, you know, Animal Crossing, the New Horizons game, hit at like the most opportune time. But like so many things, I was just listening to I think I mentioned this calligraphy guy talk about like when he shifted to teaching calligraphy, it was kind of in the COVID era when lots of people were looking at taking online classes and stuff. And he's like, in the years since, it's like just plummeted. And I think that happened to a lot of people. A lot of people were like, oh, look at the business boom here. And it was like, no, that was all just fragile. People moved on, got back to, or it was at least a split. You know, some people, I guess, maybe kind of maintained a bit of that, but it's really hard when it's suddenly like all this other stuff is going on. I think a lot of us replaced stuff in our lives And then when we had to go back, we realized like, oh crap, like I have to stop doing something, which was probably sad for many people. Anyway, he's making food in Osaka. So he's out there like permanently? Did he move out there? Well, that's pretty wild. I hope he's having a good time out there. Maybe I will make it out there at some point. I am still entertaining taking a position out there in a few years. But we'll see if that happens. It's not going to happen. It would happen like 2028, that time frame. He comes home in April. Okay. Wow, still though, that's awesome. I take it he's at a Japanese restaurant, or is he working where? What kind of restaurant? Okay, we're on chapter 284. So again, we're not reading Jujutsu Kaisen because it's too damn long. Volume 32. Chapter 2. He's learning how to make sushi. Ah, very nice. That's great. Okay. All right. Yeah, so the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter is way too long. It's going to take more than an hour to read by my estimation. And because I have to go to music practice here in about an hour and a half, I don't want to risk it. So we're going to read Bleach, then we're going to read Azumanga Daioh, and we may have more time for more knitting. But generally, that's going to be it here. You miss his food? Yeah. It's, well, April. Maybe you can send him a Stitch doll. Okay. What Spanish-speaking people here? Historia de Pantera y sus sombras. History of the Panther and its sombras, its shadow? Anyone? Historia del Pantera y su... Yeah, it's shadows. Okay. Hey, look at that. Latin helps out. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's read chapter 284 of Bleach. Ichigo has dealt Grimjo here what appears to be a devastating blow. We'll see. This is Historia de Pantera y sus sombras, which is like history of the panther and its shadows. So we may see a flashback of Grimjo here, but probably not the last. We'll see. Owata. Finished. Completed. Grab. Okay. Ichigo, exclamation point. Buzakenja. fuzakenja. Nezo. So fuzakenja ne. Fuzaken is to be like kidding or joking around. Yeah. So when you say fuzaken nai, not only is that really vulgar, but it basically it's like stop bullshitting. You got to be fucking kidding me. That sort of a meaning. And so that's what he's saying here. Konna, this sort of a konna monde, this sort of a thing. Katta tsumori ka, intending to win or the intent of winning. Like basically, do you think you've won with this? And that is a gobo. So he's coughing. And it's probably like a bloody cough. Kono ore ni yo, against me. And the kono here is like to emphasize like me. So basically like, do you think you've won against me with this? Kurosaki-kun! Oh. Okay. And there we go. There's our splash page. So here we see, as if to illustrate the chapter title, the panther here and his shadows. And we're in a flashback. Background is all black. This is a flashback. Girian ni ko wa nai. Okay. To the Gillian or to Gillians, as for individuality, it does not exist. So this is a Gillian, apparently. It's been a while, but we've seen them before. Gideon. And again, ko here is like individuality or individualness. It does not exist for the Gillians. Saikakyu no men no su de aru Gideon wa iku hyaku no horo ga ori kasanatte umareru to sareru daga. Okay, so the lowest level of Menosu, they are, as for the Gillians. So as for the Gillians, they are the lowest level of Menosu. And if you look at Menosu, it is big hollow. So the Gillians are the lowest level, lowest class of the big hollows. Being born with the folding and amassing of some hundreds of hollows, tosareru. I guess like it is done. Actually, what? Tosareru? That's a bit weird. Oh, it is considered to be. That's interesting. This like dearu, tosareru, those sound very not academic, but they kind of have that feeling. Okay, so the Gillian is considered to be born, and I said orikasaneru, to fold and like amass. Yeah, to lie on top of one another, to be in a heap. So anyway, they're born when some hundreds of hollows like fold up in a heap. However, daga, それは正確には誤りだ. However, as for that, as for being accurate, as for accurately, it's a mistake. It is an ayamari, a miscalculation. Yeah, that's an error. And seikaku is in like correctness. Yeah, the accuracy is a mistake. Okay. Horo wa nakushita kokoro o umeru tame, tamashi no kawaki o keshisaru tame ni ningen no tamashi o kurao. Okay. So, as for hollows, the missing core, a lacking kokoro. Okay, so it says kokoro, meaning heart, mind, spirit, but the kanji are chushin, meaning like center, core, heart. For the purposes of burying or filling in, souls of Kawaki, souls of thirst? Souls of thirst for the purposes of kishisaru, like quenching, to vanish and make go away. Kishisaru. Yeah, to get rid of, to erase, to quench. Human souls devour. Okay, so it's the devouring of human souls for the purpose of erasing the thirst of the soul, and for the purpose of burying the emptiness of their core, of their kokoro. Okay, so that's why they do all that. Or that's why hollows do that. Daga. However, なぜかその渇きが極端に強いホロは、同族であるホロの魂を求めるようになる。Okay, so somehow that thirst, as for hollows that are like exceedingly strong, with that thirst, as for hollows like exceedingly strong thirst, for some reason, same kind hollows souls desiring in that manner become. So dozoku is like the same family, meaning also hollows. Kawaki, kyokutan. Kyokutan is just going to mean like ultimate or intensely. Kyokutan. Yeah, extremely. So again, for some reason, that thirst, like for hollows is extremely strong. And it becomes in the manner of desiring the souls of hollows who are of the same type as the hollows. Yeah, okay. All right. ホロの魂を欲するホロたちは自然と集まり。As for the hollows, plural, that do desiring of the souls of hollows, it's a natural gathering, or they gather naturally. So the hollows that desire the souls of hollows gather naturally. So that's them gathering naturally, I guess. And we see some teeth. I guess this is them forming a gillion. そこで互いを食らい始める. And in that place, they begin to devour each other. Mutual eating beginning. そうするうち、魂が溶け合い子を失い。そうする. I guess like, and while they're doing that, or that way doing while soul melting together, individual loss. So they lose the individuality, melting together, the souls melting together while they do that. I don't know if we'll see soul suru uchi. No. But that's kind of what that means. Like while they're doing that, losing the self, losing individuality while melting, the souls merge together, dissolve together. Again, tokeao. That is none of that. Tokeao. Yeah, melting together. Bakudai na 霊力を持つ兄弟で愚鈍なギリアンとなる。 Okay, bakudai, like just huge. Yeah, enormous, vast, spiritual strength, spiritual energy, possessing. So they possess vast spiritual energy, and being giants, they become Gillian that are Gudon. Foolishly pure. What does this mean? Gudon. Yeah, silly, stupidly silly. Okay. Yeah, so they become stupidly silly Gillians that are giant and possess massive spiritual energy. I mean, literally, gu means foolish, and don means kind of like pure. So, I mean, if you're foolishly pure, that sounds pretty silly. Okay. Daga. However, how many however? Let's see. How many howevers have we got? 1, 2. Oh, it's only 3 so far. Daga. 共食いの中の一体の能力や志願があまりにも他を超絶していたとき。Alright. However, 共食いの中の一体. So, oh boy. Alright, jiga is like ego, right? Like the self or ego. Oops. No, it was jiga. Yeah, the self or the ego. And noryoku is like ability. Oh, tomogui. Cannibalism. Okay. Yeah, like I guess like eating together or mutual eating. Okay. Mutual destruction, damaging each other. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what to make of the ya here. Ya is normally like and, but as part of many things. But I'm not quite sure that's really what that is here. We've got ego and the self, and an ability of one body of amongst the cannibalism, right? So if you look at the Gillian as like being a bunch of things that have cannibalized each other, it's saying like one body amongst the cannibalism. The self excessively, the others chosetsu shiteta toki. There's a time that it does chosetsu, which is to transcend. Okay, so there's a time of doing transcension of one. Excessively. Okay, so a self, one amongst of all the cannibalism, becomes like too much or excessively. There's a time that it does transcendence of the others. Okay, so that kind of makes sense in the sense of you got a lot of things in there, but sometimes one of them transcends and becomes too much in comparison to the others. Mareni, isn't that like rarely? Yeah, rarely or seldomly. Girian to kashite nao ko o ushinawa nu mono ga arawareru. Rarely, the Gillian doing transformation, even though that, I guess like even though having done transformation to a Gillian, the Ushinawa nu mono, the thing that hasn't lost individuality appears. Okay, so there's an appearance of a thing that hasn't lost individualities, even though it has done transformation into a Gillian. Rarely that happens. Okay, so there we go. So presumably then this is a Gillian. It's lost its Frosty the Snowman nose, and it seems to be whatever. そのものはさらに他のギリアンを食らって進化を続け。As for that thing, so the Gideon that has done this transformation, already too late, other Gillians eating and continues to evolve. So basically, again, that thing will continue to evolve, eating other Gillians. And sarani, all the more sarani. Yagate. And finally, before long, we see where this is going. Finally, sono na o ajukasu to kaeru. Changing that name to ajukasu. Ajukasu. Okay. Anyone Spanish? Ajukasu. That sounds like adjudicator, adjudicate. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay. Well, there we go. That looks like a panther. Let me check something real quick. No. Okay. Nanda? What is it? Zuibun chisei ajukasu da na. It's a very much small ajukasu, isn't it? Okay. So there is the leopard ajukasu. So the suggestion is that Grimjo, well, we'll see. But there's someone looking down. It's this thing. Someone looking down and says, what is it? It's a small, very much small ajukasu, isn't it? Okay. Wari na. Sorry. Ajukasu to natta mono wa. As for things that have become ajukasu, saranaru kyofu ni sarasareru. As for things that have become ajukasu, saranaru, like all the more? Yeah, even more terrifyingly sarasareru are exposed? Oh, I guess as for things that have become ajukasu are exposed to even more terrifying things, even more frightening things. Teme o kuze. Basically, I will eat you. I will devour you. Sore wa taika no kyofu. As for that, it's the fear of, I guess this is what the opposite of evolution. It's to retreat and change. Taika. Yeah, degeneration, retrogression. So that is the fear, the terrifyingness of regression, retrogression, degeneration. 同族のホローを食らい続けなければ if don't continue to devour same family of hollows. Ajukasu wa Gilliane to taika suru. As for an ajukasu, towards Gillian will do regression. Okay, so that's the fear of regression. That if they don't continue to devour hollows, they'll regress to, an Ajikasu will regress to a Gillian. そして、in addition, 退化したものは 100% の確率で子を失い二度とアジカスに戻ることはない。As for the ones or the things that do regression, that do degeneration, with 100% probability, they lose their individuality, and a second time to an Ajikasu, returning event as for that does not exist. So basically, the ones that regress, it happens with 100% probability that they lose their individuality, and they won't return to an Ajikasu a second time. Okay. And of course, we see the panther here having devoured whatever was trying to devour it. I guess that's a... Oh, God! Which I presume is chomping. Tsuyoi na. Strong, aren't you? Na wa nan toyu Ajikasu. As for name, I guess like saying what? What's your name? Ajikasu. And now we see the kanji for Ajikasu is middle level big hollow. Grimjo. Okay, not surprising. Ajikasu. Yeah, we just saw the kanji for that. But the kanji are, they're not even ateji, right? They're just meant there as meaning, not as like whatever. Okay, so it's not telling us what the, like what the term is supposed to be deriving from. Okay, well, thank you though. Oh, Grimjo Shaoronda. It's Shaolon, which kind of sounds like Shaolin or that sort of a type of name. Warera to te okume. With us, hands combine. So basically join together with us. Join hands with us. Grimjo. Taradeto wa iwan. Taradeto wa iwan. As for simply will not say. Taradeto wa. I guess this is like tada de towa. As for tada or tada de will not say. And tada de, as we just saw there, that's not really. Okay, well, anyway, let's just move on and will not say tada de. Zun. Okay, what happened here? There's Grimjo. There's this fist came down. Is that what happened? Really hard to see what's going on here. There's this creature. Nan no maneda. What behavior or what mana is this? Mana is again like behavior. Pretense.
Hello there.
Hello there. Warera. We Gideon ya ajikasu nado de owaru ki wa nai. Okay. We, as for the intent to end or to finish, as Gillian's or ajikasu does not exist. Okay, so again, we see the kanji versions of the low class and the middle class, but Gillian's and ajikasu and things like that, the intent to end or to finish does not exist. So we don't intend to do any of this stuff. Kanarazu ya. As expected, Vasuro desu. Vasuro de ni noboritsumeru. Without fail, it's climbing to the Vaslodes, which is the highest big hollow. Okay. Nobori. Yeah, climbing to the top, to the ultimately highest big hollow. Sono tame ni wa chikara ga hitsuyou da. As for to that purpose, strength is necessary. So in order to do that, we need strength. We need power. Warera o kenin suru kyōdai na chikara na ga. A strongly power that does blank to us. Kenin. Kenin is hauling? Pull, drag, tow. So yeah, a like immense strength, a big strength power that will drag, haul us. Kisama ni koso sore wa fusawashi. To you in particular, or by you in particular, as for that, it's fusawashi. It's appropriate, adequate, suitable. Tomo ni iko Grimjo, kisama ga warera no o to naru no da. Okay, so yeah, to you in particular, as for that, meaning that great strength, it's adequate, it's suitable, it's appropriate. Fusawashi. Together, let's go, Grimjo. Let's proceed together, Grimjo. You're the one becoming our king. Our king will become. So you're the one who will become our king. Grimjo. All right, as his mouth drips with hollow blood or whatever that is, splashing. That is the end of the flashback. We go from that splash to this. Bacha, 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 which is a large amount of blood hitting the ground from apparently Grimjo stabbing Ichigo. Okay. Zunu. Zaza, za. Okay, that's him sliding back. Ha, ha, ha. Bara. Normally, bara would mean like falling apart. And we also see here, no mask. No, he still has like a quarter of his mask. Nanda, sono me wa. What is it as for those eyes? Teme wa itsumo so da. As for you, always that way. As for you, always that way. I guess those eyes. Your eyes are always like that. Dondake ore ni yararete mo. Dondake, like however much. Dondake. Yeah, it's like an emphasizer, like whatever. strong emphasis, like even being done in by me. So like no matter how much being done in by me. どっかで俺に勝つ気で言いやがる? Somewhere by me, katsuki, like existing, like a winning spirit against me existing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're not seeing katsuki, but this is like no matter how much you are done in by me. In other words, like that I take you down. Somewhere there's a winning spirit that exists against me. And iyagaru is iru, to exist, with like, again, contempt. Like, how dare that happen? Ore yori tsuyoi to omotte yagaru. And thinking that you're stronger than me. And then there's the yagaru again. So he's seeing this in his eyes, in Ichigo's eyes, that he's got this winning spirit and that Ichigo is stronger than him. That's what he reads in Ichigo's eyes. Okay. Za. That's the paw foot of Grimjo sliding. And he comes in here. Don. Kiniku wa nee n da yo. Basically, I can't stand it. I can't stomach it. Literally not digestible to my spirit. So comes in here. Okay, Ichigo looks up. That looks like a claw coming in again. Gun. Lighting. Ha! Nani ga kiniku wa nee n da yo? So Ichigo laughs and says, What is it that you can't stomach? What is it that makes you so upset? Ningen gotoki ni taito na kao saren no ga kiniku wa nee ka? Gotoki is itself? No, gotoki. The same as. And taito would then be like mutual level. Yeah, equality. So I guess this is like a face being made of equality to the equivalent of a human, or someone the same as a human. That's what you're not able to stomach. That's what gets you so upset. A little bit convoluted, but again, to something the same as a human, an equivalent face being made, that's what you're not able to stomach. Oh, Zudon. Goa! So he goes for the chest, pulling an Urukiora. All right. Gua. Kankei ne. Relationship does not exist, or connection does not exist. So it has nothing to do with that. Zan. Teme ga ningen daro ga shinigami daro ga arankaru daro ga. You, whether a human, whether a shinigami, whether an arankaru, or whether, yeah. Ore o nameta me de miyagaru yatsu wa. As for guys that look at me with contemptuous eyes. And again, miyagaru, to look down on. As for guys that look down on me with contemptuous eyes, hitori nokorazu tataki tsubusu. one person not remaining will strike and crush. So I will crush until not even one remains. Guys that look down on me with contemptuous eyes. Oh, no. Oh, that's just him launching up to Ichigo in the air. We get a boon. The boon is either him like moving really fast, vanishing or something. Oh yeah, so he's like going so fast he whips around behind Ichigo. Sono te hajime ga. That first hand. Te haji. That outset, that beginning. Sono te hajime ga. Teme da Kurosaki. It's you. I guess he's talking about like maybe like that's what you've been doing that from the outset. Anyway. That is a zan. Boon. Okay, the boon here is either like his claws doing something. Oh. Okay, he's slashing. He's slashing the air. I don't know. That's a gya and a han or ban. Anyway, gyan. That's the sound his claws are making as he slashes. Ikuze. Let's go. Don't tell me. Okay. All right. That's the end of the chapter. The panther is back. Okay. Well, that was 284. I have to say that of all the like explanations of things where sometimes the explanation gets so tortured, I'm looking at you, Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually understood this one. This one actually made sense. I mean, it was weird, but that's fine. But it all made sense. It tracked. Unlike Jujutsu Kaisen, where it's like, I have no effing idea. They're explaining something here, but it's just incomprehensible. So there we go. Bleach. Comprehensible. 284 done. Next time, 285. Ooh. It's in Japanese. There you go. Practice your Japanese. We will see what that is next time. All right. Got a zing in there on Jujutsu Kaisen. No one will ever see it. It's at the end of a 40-minute video. Oh. Okay. Next on JJK, another card game with rules that won't make sense. Yeah, right? You're like, oh yes, this person's domain is like playing a game of Magic the Gathering. But all the cards are random. And all the rules are made up like Calvin Ball. -0 plus +0 is cursed energy? Or, yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Let me double check here. Wah! All right, here we go. Let's finish off. I don't know why, but the Azumanga videos get the most likes. It's very, I mean, it's nice, but I have no idea why. Chapter 8.3. I mean, it's almost like lopsided. I haven't quite figured it out. Anyway. There are some really staunch Azumanga fans out there. Okay. Oh, that's right. We paused with Sakaki playing the game here. Okay. Neko ko neko. Oh, Matsusasu Shire. This is like assassination order. let me look this up first. Okay, it's not Matsusa. It is assassination, though. I'm almost positive. Masatsu. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's finish this off. All right, let's finish off Chapter 8, Part 3 of Volume 2, Azumanga Daioh. We're in Chapter 8, Part 3. It's a festival that the girls are going to while they're on vacation at Chiyo's summer house. This is the final session for this volume, so we'll look at any art we have at the end, and we'll do a preview of Volume 3. There's a lot of art, so definitely want to see that. Neko ko neko Masatsu Shide. So cat, kitten, erasure, assassination order. And they're playing games, right? We saw the turtles last time. Sakaki saw that there is one of the prizes is the Neko ko neko, the cat kitty. And yeah, she's going after it. There's a shot. Ah, oshi. Oh, too bad. Oh, what was a cork? Ah, atatta. Ah, success, struck. Yaru sasuga. So she says, you did it, or you're doing it, but like as expected. Neko ko neko uchi koroshita ze. The cat kitty you shot and killed. Shinde nai. Not dead. Shinde nai. Or like, don't die. Don't die. Yeah, like shinde nai. Not dead, not dying. Shinde nai. And she's thinking that her eyes are starting to tear up. Yo. Kono. What is this? Hey. Kono nani nin. Oh. Kari. It's hunt. Kari nin? What would be hunter? Kariudo. Yo kono kariudo. So hey, you hunter. Okay. Shot and killed the neko ko neko. Oh. Kinshure? Like forbidden drinking order. Which I guess kinshu, we would say prohibition. Yeah. So prohibition order, abstinence order. Sate konban wa nomu ka? Well then, as for this evening, shall we drink? Dame da tsuno. No, it's no good. Ah, she takes away the beer. Shikata nai na. Have no choice, right? Watashi ga zenbu shori shimasu. I'm the one, all parts, doing shori. Shori is like disposal. Yeah, processing, dealing with just disposal. Shikata nai na. Watashi ga zenbu shori shimasu. Yeah, so like I'm gonna dispose of it. Okay, so then Yamo comes in here. Dame datsu no. Same message, and she snatches it away from Yukari. Ah! So there we go. Classic. Jiko gise. Self-sacrifice? Self-sacrifice. Kampai! Cheers! Puha! Kochi to tokai ko shio. Kochi to tokai ko shio. Tokai. She's saying like this one and kayako. Is that like to switch? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is supposed to be like tori. Tori kayako. Mutual exchange. Basically, let's do mutual exchange with, with this one. Jitsu wa nihonshu motte kita. As for the reality, in truth, I came and brought sake, Japanese liquor. So that's Yukari. Chotto dame janai no? Wait, that's no good, isn't it? Yukari ni zenbu nomaseta hidoi koto ni koko wa watashi ga nomaneba. Okay, so by Yukari, all parts, if allowed to drink towards a horrible event. As for this place, like where we are now, I'm the one, if don't drink. Okay, so her rationalization going on in her head is like, basically, it'll be horrible. It'll become a horrible event if I allow Yukari to drink everything, drink all of that. And so right now, like, I must drink. This is like an implied double negative. Watashi ga nomaneba, naranai, dame desu, whatever. And there we go. So that's why self-sacrifice. And then we get, what's that? It's not jibyo. What is it? It's some sort of self-sickness. G. This one's going to be hard to find. I don't want to try to draw that second kanji. If I can avoid it. Oh, there it is. Oh, jimetsu. Yeah. Self-destruction. Okay, that was, you know what, would probably help. Jimetsu. As in Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yeah, so self-destruction. Nanda yo, otoko ga yo. Like, what is it, men, hitori demo ii daro. Even being alone is fine, right? Nyamo sukkari dekiagaru. Okay, so nyamo, cleanly, refreshed, completely dekiagaru. Like, dekiagari is to be finished. To be very drunk. Yeah. To be very drunk. Yeah, so Nyamo like got completely very drunk. And again, Sukari Sukari is just thoroughly. Yeah. She got thoroughly very drunk. Kochitora mo otona da zo. Kochitora mo otona da zo. Ora. We're already adults. Like, we're adults, right? hi, sensei. Yeah, teacher. 大人の付き合いっていうと、やっぱしエロロスか? Like adult relationships, talking about those as expected, are they ero, which is like erotic? Yeah, I don't know what else to take from ero. Ero is just like erotic. So again, tsukiyai is just relationships. Adult relationships, talking about those as expected, are they ero? Ero yo. Yeah, they are, she's saying basically. For example, they're all leaning in. Okay. Oh, self-destruction, yes. Otona no sekai, the world of adults. Okay, so presumably this is her now telling the kids, and they're blushing. We're not actually hearing what they're saying, and they're blushing a lot. Okay. Oh boy. Wakarimasen. Okay, notice Chiyo is not blushing. I do not understand. どういう意味? What sort of a meaning? Like, what does that mean? Question mark? Damate toki. So, shush, be quiet and listen. Toke. Otona ni nareba wakaru. When become an adult, we'll understand. So, shut up and be quiet. Listen, you'll understand when you become an adult. They continue to blush. Chiyo still looks very confused. ADMF. Yeah, I know. They're trying to corrupt poor Chiyo. Oh, wow. So the final page breaks out of the four panel. Final page breaks out of the four panel. Are, nande? Why, what? Atama itai. My head hurts. Okay, presumably the next day. Ohayo gozaimasu. Daijoubu desu ka? Good morning. Are you okay? Ohayo. Daijoubu te? Good morning. Okay, you say? Sensei, teacher. Te, どういうことですか? Huh? Oh. So, teacher, this is her talking. Saying that, te, what sort of an event is that? Like, what does that mean? Huh? So, presumably, she relayed some of the information she heard last night, and she's asking for clarification. Chiyo-chan, どこでそんなのを覚えたの? Yeah, 覚えたの. So, Chiyo-chan, in what place that sort of a thing learned? So, basically, where did you hear that? Where did you learn that? 覚える usually means to memorize, but it can mean to learn, to pick up, to acquire. Anta da, anta. It's you. You. Oh, and Chiyo-chan's just, huh? Kurosawa sensei, ohayo gozaimasu. Oh, teacher Kurosawa, good morning. Poor Chiyo-chan. Okay, that is the end. That is the end of Chapter 8, Part 3. And that is the end of the volume. So there we go. Oshimai, the end. That is the end of Volume 2. A cute little picture of Yukari passed down, it looks like. I don't think that's supposed to be Nyamo. All right. What do we have here? If you hadn't seen it in Volume 1, it's really funny. The index for the volume has all of the titles in alphabetical order, I-U-L, etc. So, for instance, what was the one we just read? Oh, wakarimasen. So there you go. Under wa. Wakarimasen, page 179, right? So that's, in case you somehow remembered Remember the one that was waka 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 waka? Anyway, okay. There we go. This book was originally published in the year 2000. I picked it up around 2008 at the 41st printing, it looks like. Dengeki Comics. And what do we have here? Oh, I think we saw this again. This is what was at the end of the first volume. So, Azumanga Daioh no Daioh te nanya no. So this is Osaka asking, in the title, Azumanga Daioh, the Daioh saying that, what is it? Mukashi sono zashi ga atta no yo. A long time ago, that sort of a magazine existed. Ima mo arimasu. This is Chiyo saying, like, also still it exists. It's still around. I don't know that is it still around? Probably. Gekkan Komiku, monthly comic, Denki Daioh. So it was the Denki Comics, Denki Daioh, Big King. So Azumanga comes from the author's name, Azumaki Yoiko. And so Azumanga, and then Daioh, because it was in the Genki Daioh comics. That's why the title. Okay, that is the end of that chapter and the volume. So as we do, we'll do a preview of the next volume, and there's a bunch of cool art here. So here's our preview of volume 3. Get ready. This, I took a sneak peek. It has a lot of great art here at the beginning. So let me take off the obi so we can see this better. So we get Sakaki on the front. We've got Osaka on the back. Under the covers, oh boy, we got the teachers along with the cat. Nothing on the back. Okay. I think we start seeing more of the cat now. There's Chiyo-chan. She's 11 now. There's Yomi. That's going to be our mokuji, our contents. So last we were in July, so we skip ahead to the when they're back in school. There's Tomo. And we just Kagura. She's the newer one. And this is letting us know when this was originally published in Denki Comics. So this was originally published in 2000. So it's 25 years old at this point. Remember, this is the series that precedes Yotsuba. As I say that, we've talked before about how Chiyo has a lot of similar qualities visually to Yotsuba. Okay, that's it for Volume 2. We'll start Volume 3 next time. It'll be a bit confusing because apparently now we're sticking with the numbering. So it had sort of started over in Volume 2, but apparently now in Volume 3 we're going to continue with the numbering. So it's actually going to stay with Chapter 9. But we'll deal with it. We'll see what we're going to see, what we'll be dealing with when we get back in Volume 3 next time. Yay. Okay. Hooray. All right, we retired another book. All right. What do I do with all the finished books? I put them back on my my bookshelves. I have a massive library. You want to see my manga library? It's over 1,000 books. It's huge. And there's stuff I haven't even added in there yet because I haven't had time. All right. let's see. We got about a half an hour, so let's actually do some back to some knitting because I want to do as much as possible. All right, let's see. And all right, there we go. Alright. And actually, I need to take a quick restroom break, so I will be right back. Alright. Let's go. Where are we? Have you read? No, I've read none of Attack on Titan. I have not read most of those books. I've read many of them, but I have not read most of them. I guess I should probably have a mark about like which ones I've read, which ones we've read on stream. One of the other tabs has our stream progress. You enjoyed that anime? It's been up for vote to read. It just hasn't won. So I expect we'll read it at some point. Oops. Oh, right. Okay, we're on the right side here. It's, what is it? It's like 30-something books? High 30s? So it's not a hugely long series, but it's definitely like a year long. Okay, yeah, right. Jujutsu Kaisen's 30 novels, so now we're reading that every other day as opposed to every day. It's 34, yeah. So it's about like Kimetsu no Yaiba. But if we read it every day, that would speed it up. Right, AKIRA is the only one, and Azumanga are the only ones that we're reading every day, usually. We're alternating Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen because they, to me, they fall in kind of the same genre. I think it's in the suggestions channel is where we usually do the voting for the next manga series. So you can see kind of the history of the voting for what we had up for vote and what got votes and what didn't. I've tried to keep sort of categories where it's like we've got kind of the uber popular manga like Dragon Ball, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man. That we've got the Slice of Life, which is Azumanga right now. But that was Yotsuba, Cheese Sweet Home, stories like that. And then kind of more like the older, more the classic series. So that's been like Hellsing, Full Metal Alchemist, Galaxy Express 39, and now AKIRA. So it's nice to kind of have a spread of types. Oh, I need to change the stream info. Even though we've only got like 15 minutes left, that's fine. It was up against JJK, yeah. Usually the voting has been pretty close. Row 7. Oh. It must be pretty late now at this place. Last time we were looking at them, it was like past midnight. It's funny when I first started streaming, we only were reading Demon Slayer. We only read Demon Slayer, and I read multiple chapters a day. And I streamed a lot less than I do now. And I guess, right, we started in July, and we finished it before I went to Israel, which is October, July. Yeah, so we finished Demon Slayer in 3 months. That's how fast we were reading that. But that was all before I was recording stuff to YouTube. So that's why I have occasionally put up Demon Slayer as a reread. Same goes for Dragon Ball, which is we've read through the entire Dragon Ball, but only the Dragon Ball Z chapters are up on YouTube. So at some point, I would like to reread the initial chapters of Dragon Ball. I mean, we gotta read the Devil's Toilet again. And all those episodes with Naked Bulma. Oh boy. Maybe it was good when those weren't up on YouTube. Oh, we got ads coming here soon. YouTube doesn't even know about Pafu Pafu. Can you imagine? Well, I have no idea what's going to happen. Honestly, I'm just being really naive about this. Because that last AKIRA chapter we read had Chiyoko very naked in like two panels. So I don't have any warnings posted or anything. I just verbally say like, hey. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Whatever algorithms check, it's not like it's like, oh, what could those possibly be? Right? I mean, that was brutally apparent. Whatever algorithms they used to check didn't seem to mind. Of course. That battering was very central. Did you remember? Did you see what I was talking about though, Pork? It was Let me refresh your memory very briefly. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, no, right. It's pretty blatant. There was this and this, right? So we are in the none of this happened in the movie territory. Yeah, right. Okay. Hey, Anklister, how are you? You have dinner already and you're already hungry again. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know, right? We had the full Pafu Pafu going on last night. But like I'm saying, if YouTube's algorithms clearly know what those were, and it did not do any special markings on the video, so whatever. I mean, I mark all my videos for 18 older. Hey, sure, Misfire. Yeah, it's art. It is, right? Comic book art. YouTube knows it's critical to the plot. That's right. Oh, it's ad break time. Look at that. Crap. It's going well. Are we talking shit on YouTube? No, it was more about, I was talking about some of the old series that we read, and I mentioned Dragon Ball, and that reminded me of all the times that Bulma got naked. And then that just trail of thought into the chapter of Akira that we read, where Chiyoko was bearing all, and I was just noting that YouTube didn't seem to complain when I uploaded that video. Right, so I was just thinking like, well, I don't know if I need to put any special disclaimers on it. I mark my videos as 18 plus, and when we were recording it, right, I said like, okay, we got some nudity coming up, you know, just move on. And I didn't dwell on it, so. And again, right, the algorithms clearly, well, I don't know how they would have missed it. It goes on YouTube and Instagram. You doubt they care about it? Yeah. Actually, I should just double check here. Like, I'm pretty sure there wasn't an issue. Your account has been suspended. No, kidding. Akira 52, it's had 3 views. It did not pick that page or either of those pages for the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't see anything. It didn't even think it was remarkable enough to be like, hey, look, that's unusual. We'll sue me more. You're so ready for YouTube to get a competitor. There's no sex appeal, that's why it's got 3 views. AKIRA has not been getting a lot of views. Azumanga has been getting way more views and likes. You're waiting for that guy to slip and fall? Oh boy. Yeah. Cleaning the ceiling. Wow, do they do that every night? Pika pika ni migaku. Polishing it to a sparkle. Oh man. All right.
飯代とそれからつまみ、お魚つまみ。
北さん、何に使うんすか？
パチンコやいろいろ記憶やら家の時ね。
何時から？
おち屋さんが一番好きなんだってよ。どうする？大好きよ。こんなおじいちゃんでもいいの？
ありがとう。
サンキュー。
It's 5:13 in the morning. 5:13 in the morning, they're going home. Oof. All right. That's the end of that video. Let's move on. Some sort of is that burdock? I think that's burdock. Gobble. Yeah, gobble. Burdock. Oh, katsudon. This is in Hiroshima. Ange.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
More than 10 years. Since I realized a place to find hiragana only manga. Ugh. No. I mean, it would be very difficult to find one. Just because it's not how the Japanese language works, right? So short stories written hiragana for kids. Well, so here's the problem. Like, here's a grader. Here's a graded reader. This is for first graders. Right? So you're looking for stuff for like kindergartners and preschoolers. I mean, that's what you would need to be looking for. You'd be looking for... Yeah, it has the furigana. I mean, like, lots of manga have furigana, right? All the stuff that I read does, except for Azumanga doesn't, and AKIRA doesn't. But, okay, but like all the Jump comics, Bleach, those all have furigana. But the point is, right, this is just part of, like, learning the Japanese language. So, if you really want to have something with only kana, it's got to be for pre-first grade. Because otherwise, all the materials are going to be designed to help the kids learn kanji. And not only that, but I think you will find it actually becomes difficult to actually read the language. Kanji serves a very important purpose about giving meaning because there's so much in Japanese that sounds the same, and you need the kanji to understand what you're actually talking about. It's why when you watch a Japanese show, oftentimes they'll have the dialogue and what's being said on the screen, because it just helps with the comprehension of what's going on. It's kind of weird. So it's not impossible, but again, most materials are going to be designed to have some level of kanji in it. You might, like, if you picked up old Nintendo games, old Famicom games, like the 8-bit era Japanese Nintendo games, those may be more likely to have only hiragana because it's really hard to get the kanji that small, or with that few pixels, because they look really awful. So that might be an option. But I think that's one reason why textbooks like Genki are so popular, because they're going to introduce to you words in a certain order, and they're presumably showing you things to read that use the words that you know. Whereas anything you pick up is going to have a smattering of words that you know and don't. And again, like, good luck. It's one of the more frustrating things that I certainly experienced with starting to read is, I mean, you see how often I have to still look up words. I may get the meaning, but the pronunciation and the actual specific meaning, like, there's a lot of words that I don't know. But that's a general problem in learning any language. All right. Well, on that note, I need to finish this row. And then I need to get out of here. Yeah, I think I don't know if there's any other better source for just reading and practicing hiragana, but it's not going to be manga most likely. You have the PDF saved, Hadoku, children's book. You can pick books with pictures. Hey, well that's good. I would say like the more you can find like stuff designed for kids, that's probably a little bit more the right aim point. Because any big manga is going to be designed more for the, say, 6th grade to 6 to 10 grade, and you're going to be like way beyond your ability probably. So anyway, hey Plo, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We are switching over. I gotta head out. It's time for music practice. So sorry to bolt, but I've got to get to music practice. Ooh, that's goodness. Let's see. Where can we go? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's the timing. Okay. Well, I gotta roll fast, so it's gotta be somewhere where I don't need to talk to anyone. That means we're gonna go raid the Mexican Runner. Mexican Runner is in the middle of NES reruns, so that's a good place to go. What is he playing right now? It was Mylon's Secret Castle. Bump and Jump. Oh, that's a great one. Oh, it took 19 hours to beat Bump and Jump. That's brutal. Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good rest of your week here. We will be streaming tomorrow. We'll be back to being able to read Jujutsu Kaisen. Stand by, because it's going to be a horrible, horrible chapter that will take over an hour. Looking forward to that. And we'll get back to Akira, and we'll see where that progresses. So there we go. Have a good one. We'll do some more streaking maybe tomorrow. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch y'all next time.